'cause them log woods, miles and miles of pine. The little red flows cold, makes a warm morning fall. Don't panic, bring your Bulldogge to the backwoods classic. No joke, these oak trees make you feel real small. Blow your mind, the smell of the pine. And I'm calling all my dogs. Show up, show out, show off at the backwoods classic. It's the Arkansas backwoods classic. It's the sunrise at 4:45 over 100-acre pine bar hole, and its booger jaws will shine. A bulldogging is a habit, a gem on the little red. The Arkansas backwoods classic make you feel real small.
That's on me. I gotta get better at that.
Our internet, the internet is really messed up. Is that us? Let me fix my cushion.
I don't know. It could be me.
I don't know. Could be me.
Heck,
That's
none of us. I don't know. Are we good now though? Everybody
Delayed,
here?
fuzzy. I look good in my own camera.
Samuel stuck.
It's always Samuel.
Stuck, yeah.
We need to give him a little internet booster.
Something. My sidekick needs a sidekick.
We gotta give him some antennas or something.
Some Mork and Mindy action, huh?
Yeah.
No, you can't even come in. So how y'all doing? How's the weekend go? How's the evening going?
Can't complain.
Awesome. School starts tomorrow, so I had to turn all my alarms back on. We took pictures of a lot of dogs. Yeah. Everything's going. Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Hippopotamus.
Slow speed. It is me, huh?
Yeah, you might be having a storm or something.
Go unplug everybody's TV, whoever's on the internet.
No, it's not Wi-Fi. It's I'm on the phone. The phone. I had to tether it. Use the hotspot on the phone. Let me see what. Maybe too much stuff open on my phone or.
Go put it in the windowsill.
Let me work with it. Give me a second. Man, all these
Hello,
trees
Florida.
are in here.
We have a lot of bulldog fam in Florida.
Okay. That's where Campopotamus is from, Florida.
Yup, and he's coming here. Oh yeah, I meant to call you back. You said you were gonna come, and whatever day you're coming is fine. I'll get a.
Oh, did he make his pick finally?
No, he just wants to come see him, so he can see what he wants. You know, because it's so hard to tell.
Yeah.
I think it's better to just come see the dog, and get a feel for it.
That's the hardest part for me in all of the dog breeding is picking puppies.
You better get down.
It's like you. I know. I'm saying though, you pick one, and then but deep down, you just never know what you sent up the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You've been hurt before selling the wrong puppy.
No.
So
yeah.
You're a little bit gun shy to pick it, I'm sure.
No. not at all, because I know I could, if I make the decision at today or 3 weeks from now, it's still the same possibility. It's like, there's no way to, well, for me, not yet, to study all that out of it. You know what I mean? Like, just have to make a choice and live with it,
Yeah.
All right, we got New
The
Jersey,
Beast was
PA.
awesome.
What's happening?
Yeah. How was the dog show, Seal?
I can't complain. It was dope to me. I'm a little biased, obviously.
Yeah, it went great. Baby, if you're going to be right here on the cell phone, you need to scoot over. That's how the cell phone people are watching you.
Okay, but they can't see you at all.
That's fine. At least look, they can see somebody if you bring your big head that way. Yeah.
There you go.
How's that? That's better.
That's mo better.
Until my brother gets stuff together. Yeah. So, you guys saw the clip. I wanted to figure out how to get it on here, but I haven't, something between here and there. I haven't figured that out yet. But what's the lady's name?
Laura Reeves.
Laura Reeves.
Already in the house.
What up?
I really am lagging, huh?
Big time.
What up,
And I was watching a clip of you guys too, and Sammy was lagging with somebody else.
I'm gonna tell you what you look like. You know how Sammy always look like?
That's what you look like
today.
Yeah. Give me a second. Let me log out and log back in. You guys.
All right.
All right, we're taking over the show. Are we still on?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Live Q&A. Ask us anything. Bra size.
Awesome. What?
Preferences.
What?
Ask us anything. Hurry before he comes back.
Where's Sammy? Oh,
thank
he
you.
owe that dog. He owe that pup, huh? I think y'all won today, right? Yeah, I know y'all won. Or yesterday, I know y'all won. Did he lose?
Look, Teresa says she likes my hair. Thank you. I just blow dried it real quick. Got out of the shower. What's up, Megan? Sammy always lags on the internet. This time it's Cole House's turn.
Hardy's liking the new litter.
I like them. I like about 3 or 4 a lot. And 1 the most, like always.
Yeah. And the mom, she's all right.
Yeah, the mom's doing okay.
Oh, come on in, Samuel.
She's more hyper temperament. What's up, Devin?
I got you, Hardy. Hey, Samuel, come on in, man. I see you at the bottom. Come on in. Let's talk about them sheep goals.
I gotta go. I gotta go close that cabinet back there. Okay. The Tupperware one.
Hey, Artie, he in here. For some reason, he just ain't showing up. I don't know how to make him show up. Hold on, maybe I gotta click on him. There we go. There he is.
What up, dude? What up, man?
Hey, you been brought up. I think you owe that puppy.
Graveyard, what's up, man? Oh Lord.
I think you owe that puppy.
I do. They got first place. He's right. He's right.
There's you. What up, Devin? Devin and Devin. There's 2 Devins on.
It's only us 3, huh?
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
I can see your brother at the bottom. Do I got
Georgia in here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He ain't ready.
Well, it's good. It's good.
I'm looking right at him. There he is.
No, he's gonna make fun.
He looking like your head. Look at him, all fuzzy and shit.
Are you gonna stay in Virginia? You gonna come closer to Richmond?
Everything good?
How are we doing now?
Yeah, you still look like Samuel.
Medium. Yeah.
Medium. Whoa.
All right.
Not like that.
All right.
Samuel's a 10 right now, and you're about a 4.
All
Solid
right.
4.
I'm gonna leave one more time.
No, I said you were a 10.
One time.
Well, he need a 10. He need 10 puppies in his next litter so he can give one the train yard.
So train yard double nothing in the playoffs.
Damn. I think you already.
I mean, we could play. We could play the Eagles too. You never know.
Aloha.
Just
You
saying.
gonna bet me? I mean, hell no, y'all took that bet. You gotta own up, pay up.
Yeah, 100%.
Look, I wonder
for
if
sure.
Roberto, are you making these T-shirts for everybody? I love how it's like huge, and then of course it got the ultra famous Oso. Is Roberto even on here?
Nice.
I love the shirt, especially on TV.
So what does he want to talk about?
Yeah, that's
Phenotype.
how to pick puppies, I think.
Oh, okay.
Phenotype, genotype.
Not a
Embark
problem.
puppies. Do we embark puppies?
What? I think we did one litter
I
because
don't
we
know.
needed to find out who carried what color, and then we never.
I'm just
carried it.
asking. I don't know. Okay.
I mean, when I put two dogs together, I just try to pick what I was trying to achieve. That's all. That's how I do it. I mean, there's going to be puppies that are bullier, and there's going to be puppies that have straighter rears, maybe. But it all depends on what I was.
Yeah.
So I bred Rocky, my current litter. I bred Rocky to Blue Dream, and I made Bubba Kush, and I made he has a brother named Creed, and we made Widow. And then we lost. They asked me why I did that litter.
Which one?
The one in there.
This one?
Yeah. So anyway,
Color.
No,
I'm just kidding.
So when I bred them two together, I liked the results.
Happy New Year.
And so the Lilac Girl is out of Fostati, who is Blue Dream's littermate's sister. We just added a little bit more, a little straighter of an animal in the rear. Now Blue Dream was a little bit more dog than this Lilac Girl, honestly. So these puppies might not be as big, but they should look close and the tight skin. That's why. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean?
I hope I get some cheeks and some top skull. There's a couple of puppies that
a lot of people don't.
Nice.
A lot of people don't pay attention to other breeders. When they find a recipe that works, they normally stick to it. That's what they do. I'm not one of them, but a lot of consistent breeders who make consistent stuff all the time. They'll breed dog A to dog B, and it will work, and they'll be successful with it. Love the way they look. We'll just say Oso for an example. Just say I bred Oso, and I have Oso's sister. I have Oso's aunt. I could take Oso's aunt and breed her to Blue Dream's brother. And that's what they'll do. They'll do stuff like that. That's really centered around that same combo to get the same constant. He all late.
They look better though.
Yeah.
But I'm functioning though. See.
Stay still. Stay slow.
I'm functioning.
Yeah. Just no hand movements.
Yes, sir.
That's my brother between thoughts.
You got that shirt on that he had on? Did Anna go and buy you a shirt like that?
She should.
Maybe that's why the internet's not working right. It was that shirt.
It's a heck of a shirt, huh?
Mine's working just fine.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Well, what do you got?
Let's see.
Brown paper bags for motherfucking.
What are you talking about?
You got brown paper bags for what's it called? Curtains.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen.
Oh, back here?
That's the wall.
That's the wall, man.
He looked
like you mean that helmet right there?
You got mad.
That helmet, yeah.
For the dome.
Yeah.
About
Let's
that.
See. I'm out here just reading through the comments real quick.
The one spot in the house where it works. Yeah.
Y'all out in the internet like that.
So
let's see if I
y'all need to get that Starlink, bro.
Yeah, Starlink.
Now what it is, I've had my internet here for like 4 years now. I think I need new equipment. You know what I mean? I've had the same router and all that stuff this whole time. I think they need to come out and.
Can't do that. Not if you're gonna be internet famous. Imagine if Laura was on here right now.
He's stuck.
You're not
Exactly.
wrong. You're
She
not
be
wrong.
like,
You're not wrong.
"Why?"
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing that challenge. Remember
Yeah.
that? What was that mannequin challenge song? I don't remember that shit. I don't remember how what
Hey,
was that?
Oh, Roberto said he got message Roberto for shirts. I want one. Okay, message Roberto. It better be
He's
gangster.
the one to
I'm
make
not
the-
wearing no
Foo shit.
foo t-shirt.
Damn.
Yeah, that looks real California right there.
So that means you didn't see my Super Mario ones, huh? Not yet.
Your Super Mario what?
Shirts. I
It
see
ain't-
them.
I didn't
T-shirts.
see it.
Yeah, it ain't gangster, but walking around with Super Mario on and no one say nothing to you. You know what I mean? That's gangster.
Oh, now Super Mario, that always flies. Happy New Year, Jamie.
Yeah.
Roberto, he's so gangster.
Eagles.
Look at him in his profile picture.
Roberto.
Short shorts and everything.
Roberto cool as back to
He don't give a no damn.
Yeah.
Black Eagles, what does that
Yeah,
mean?
he's a cool dude. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. You like wizardry and I do too, but I like gangster mo better.
Can't take her nowhere.
He made me my special nighttime
Anyway, so
elixir.
y'all want to talk
What do
about
you
picking?
got? What do you got this week? I want
What
to
do I
talk
got
about
in here?
picking puppies. I
Little
got
grapefruit
some,
juice. What else
Yep.
is in here?
It's a remote. What's it called?
Oh, Paloma.
A Paloma.
A Paloma. This is a margarita with grapefruit juice.
Yeah.
A tequila.
Yeah. Okay. I like you on tequila. Tequila works. Wine, I don't know. Kind of snappy when you get on the vino.
You think?
Yeah.
I might be
All right.
snappy, but this,
Yeah.
too much of this.
Goes right to sleep. Don't let her fool you.
You're so dumb.
Nah.
All right. So
5 minutes. Turns the TV on and you hear that.
If you guys are not entertaining me, I mean, let me rest.
So
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
made some little slides, trying to mentally make my way through the process.
All right.
Because I already know the first answer I'm gonna get is, how do you pick a puppy? And you guys are gonna say, why'd you do the pairing? Right. So let's talk about that. Like, everybody's got a litter on the ground, or we all got litters that we've done or done recent. Why?
Well, for me, when I do a pairing, I mean, there's no perfect dog. I don't give a good goddamn. Laura Reeves or Jesus himself tells you there's a perfect animal. There ain't one. I've never seen a perfect animal. There's always something that you can improve on or something that needs work. It could be the dog absolutely is structurally flawless, but it doesn't have enough type. Or it can have too much type and it's not perfectly structured. Or it's perfectly structured, thick, and that motherfucker cross-eyed or some bullshit. You know what I mean? So when you're pairing two dogs together, it is to correct particularly one. You're trying to correct at least one. You know, you're using one traits to correct the others, or vice versa.
So
or
would you
to
try to correct one thing, or can you feel like you can get a whole bunch in one breeding? Like, this dog is amazing from the rib cage forward, but not back. And then the male is amazing rear, but not forward. Do you feel like you can get something that might have the best of both worlds?
Yes.
And would
you
that
can
dog
fix
be
more than
able
one
to
thing at a time.
produce?
You can fix more than one thing at a time. You can fix, like narrow bites. You can fix head size. You can fix. All right. What people don't understand, you can fix quite a bit in one breeding, but if you don't compound the fix, you'll be right back where you started from.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll use humans for an example, and I always do this for people's sake so they can understand it. My wife and I'm white, she's Mexican. Our child is half and half. Now, if my son has a child by a white woman, you ain't going to see the Mexican at all. It's going to be gone. If my son has a child by a Mexican woman, my grandkids are gonna look Mexican. I'm the white
Light-skinned
one.
Mexican.
They're gonna be gone. You know what I mean? So what I try to tell people is you want to keep fixing every generation.
Keep adding whatever characteristic.
Yeah, you can't think just because I fixed it here and now, it's fixed.
Or, like people say, oh, I need to add a rear. They'll breed to a good rear and then go right back to their stuff. It's not enough. You need to add it in several times.
Yeah. So, okay. Are you fixing one dog with another, or are you trying to get the best out of both and hoping to just sidestep?
No, I try to fix one. I use one as a tool and one as so for me, it's framework times structure. It's always been the same for me.
That's the same thing. Framework times mass.
I mean, mass. I apologize.
Framework mass. Yeah.
Mass.
Yeah.
It's always worked for me. You have one dog as your framework, and you have one dog that's adding your mass. You know what I mean? And that's how I personally do it.
Nicholas.
Now, as you get further along, your framework will be huskier. It'll be thicker. It will be more dog. Your rib cage will be more expanded. You know what I mean? Your dogs will start looking kind of fat. People are like, oh, man, that dog's fat. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's that rib cage. Because when they lay down on their side, you can see that thing bow out. You know what I mean? So I personally just try to fix one dog framework or one dog's mass. And you can do a breeding that's just for mass, or you can do a breeding that's just for framework. You know what I mean? You can do them all.
Yeah. Jamie South says she has a female with a posty rear. Planning to breed her with a male over-angulated in the rear. Will that create puppies with good angulation?
Yeah, that's how I made Rocky. Rocky's mom was a little posty.
Seal.
Seal was over-angulated as a motherfucker.
So over-angulated, he looked cow hockey.
Like a German Shepherd almost. You know what I mean? And that's what I used him for. And he had a really blocky head, and he had tight shoulders and a great upper arm. So for an example, we'll just take Rocky's for breeding for an example. His mom she's a nice dog. She wasn't no head turner. She wasn't prom queen. She was more. She
wasn't the best female.
She was more of a mud duck, is what we would call them where I'm from. She wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, but she can make a baby. So what I did was I knew that she had Rolls Royce as a brother, Zombie as a brother, Mac as a brother. She has another one. What was the one down in Goose or something like that? The guy called him. She had 4 or 5 brothers that were absolutely amazing. So when I bred her, I was like, all right, what do I need to fix on all of them? I need upper arm and I need angulation.
What up, Furman?
So that's what I did. You see what I'm saying? And the tight skin was a bonus. The muscle was a bonus. The cheek, I'm not complaining. I'll take it. The lack of excess skin around the face, that has nothing to do with me. That was a combination of Godzilla mixed with Seal. That's where all that tight skin came from around his head. You know what I mean? Because I'm mixing a fuck ton of English Bulldog, and I still got a head like that. You know what I mean? So that's how I made Rocky. And then Rocky, he wasn't the biggest puppy. I think he turned out to be the smallest puppy in the litter.
Yeah, I think so.
So it wasn't about the size.
Bulldozer. Is that one of the trainers? I mean,
yeah, from Chad.
Oh, okay.
So it was always about the outcome. You see what I'm saying? When he was a puppy, you can ask him. He had a black and white brother that everybody went crazy over, Macho. Everybody was like,
oh, I have a baby picture of Macho and Rocky together. Let me find it.
And I was like, damn, he's cool looking. Looks like a wolf. That's what
he did look like a wolf. I'm like, ooh, we should kind of keep him. Maybe see what happens.
And so I was like, nah. I was back and forth on Rocky and him. And Zach, he had raised a litter for me because it was when we first moved here. So he had raised a litter for us because I had bred her before we left Texas. And as soon as we got here, she was almost due. So I took her to Zach's house because that's my man. And he raised a litter for us.
We have no kennels. It was a hot mess up here.
So he had raised a litter for us, and he picked Tank. And Tank looked like the most English Bulldog out of all of them. And so, but he was bigger than Rocky. Rocky was really cool and unique. That's why I picked him. He was unique, but he had great upper arm, but he lacked a little bit of forearm. You know, that's Rocky's issue. He lacks forearm. But I love this rear. I love this muscle. I love this fucking head. And that's what I picked him. That's why I picked him, because he was an improvement.
Yeah.
Boom. So that's just how I, when I parent 2 dogs, he had a bigger brother. He had one that looked more English Bulldog, and I didn't pick him. You know what I mean? You have to pick. Selection is going to be make or break you. If you pick wrong, you're going to start breeding wrong. Then you're going to end up down a slippery slope where you're going to be like, I don't know how to get out of it. You know what I mean? Your dog's going to look like Shar-Pei mixes with no cheek, all this stuff.
Okay, so would you breed with a dog with 2 faults
Yes.
or more?
Hold on. I got.
Okay.
Hold on. You're going moving too fast. I seen it. It's coming
Come
up.
on, put
That
it
was
up there.
a good. That was
Boom,
a good
put it up
one.
there.
So-
Boom, I ain't scared of them. Let's go.
It is a good one.
That's a good one.
No, we're gonna get there. We're
Oh,
talking
we
about
got a
the
title.
process of
No, he's going to ask some questions.
pick.
That's not a question. That's a title.
Yeah, I kind of.
No, that's the second one he done
It's
put up there.
just this question.
Oh.
Features
They're
like
bullets.
okay,
They're bullets.
in picking your puppy, right? So we figured out why we did the breeding, what we're trying to do. Now,
Yes.
at what age and what stage are you able to spot features that you're looking for? The reasons you did it.
You can see angles.
Right.
You can see angles the day they're born. You can see angles the day they're born. People gonna tell you they can't. You can see angles. I mean, bro, you can see them if they ain't gonna have no angles, or they are. You can see good rears when they're young. If they pull up and they push their feet underneath their belly button to push forward, or they swim. Like ain't no swimmers over here. There's a lot of things that you can start to pay attention.
The head, I feel like never changes. The head they're born with is the head they end up with.
You just gotta
You
see
just
it.
got to be able to see it. So
Yeah.
if you have as many litters as we have, you just begin to recognize.
And I'll tell you the
dogs and the puppies.
ones with the big ass heads. God damn, them motherfuckers got some ugly ass heads when they're born. They're like pit bulls half the time. It's like, ooh.
Yeah,
But sometimes they're born with super blocky heads too.
Like you could, the day that Medusa was born, you could tell she was gonna be special. She had a big ass head and it was flat, and it was all skull. Like,
yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that there's that wrinkle, the space in between the ears, like all that makes a difference. And if you don't know how to pick that out,
But it does take experience, like seeing it, picking the wrong dogs, picking the right dogs, selling the better dogs. You start to recognize, like, oh damn, there was that puppy I liked, but I fell in love with this one because it's purple. You know what I mean? Or
it looks like an English Bulldog.
yeah.
So for an example, Cohouse, when you got into the very first not pickup truck, 18-wheeler, you wasn't like, I got this. Nah, you was like, man, I got to shift how many months?
I'm nervous.
Now they're automatics. Most 18-wheelers are automatic, so boom, you can just drive the joint. But when you got to do all that double clutching, and man, I was like, hold on, you got to do what? Listen, I'm done. Give me something automatic. This is too complicated. And I jumped out that joint. You know what I mean?
Okay. The old school ones have multiple sticks.
Yeah.
You have to reach like through the wheel and
what?
Crazy. Yes.
So
yeah, because the
more you did it,
speeds.
The more you drove it, the easier it was, right?
I've never driven one of those. That was before my time. But I'm saying, like, they would have a low range, and then you have to reach through the wheel to hold it straight, and then you could yeah, crazy.
Just like going to the gym.
But yeah, you're right, bro. Like,
you don't go to gym January 1st, and you work out one day, and you're in great shape for the rest of the year. That's not how it works.
What are you talking about?
So the more you do it, the better you get at it.
The more you do, having litters. Yeah. We have a lot of litters every year. So I think you just start to pick up on it. I've had a couple litters before Chris, and then with Chris, with his dog, with my dogs, and they look different. Like he'll have a type and I'll have a type. And so every litter that we have is not, I would say, completely mirrors the next one, so you have to pick up the traits that you want to keep out of that. So for instance, these litters we have here with Purple Passion Rocky, they're tight skinned, they're muscular, they're higher drive, which I don't particularly love, but there are qualities in those breedings that we can keep or use, and so those dogs are worth breeding.
Hey Gina, hey, I know you're relaxed, all lean back, and it looks comfortable. Hey, say Joe a link for me. Joe said quad box. Joe Rita.
Say what? Oh, quad box.
Send
What does that
Joe a
mean?
link for me.
Oh, send him a link.
3 boxes. He said quad box. That
Oh,
means he wants in, right?
I don't know how to do this.
On
Invite
the bottom,
guests.
you see it like a head with a plus.
Copy
Yeah,
messenger.
send it.
Okay. Ooh, I can add anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh, here we go. Entertainment tonight. Okay, I think I sent it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
All
already
right.
pressed
So
it.
we'll get to Puzu's.
Yeah, Puzu's más
Puzu's question.
importante.
Would
you breed a dog?
Would you breed a dog with 2 faults?
Yes, because here's why.
In your opinion, is that worth breeding?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because 90% of the world can't identify faults correctly. So, for your 2 faults,
We'll
that
probably
you
see
think
10 faults.
I'm not saying you particularly. Well, we'll just take Joe Blow. He says, "Oh, my dog only has 2 faults." I walk up, I see no bone, no substance, lack of type,
Pet quality.
and he's saying that it's a badass dog, and I'm like, okay, he bred it, make better, and he might make the best dog I've ever seen. So, to me, a lot of times people say 2 or more faults. What I do here personally, there's a set standard. Like when I say set standard, just recently, because we're trying to trim down on dogs. So we picked one dog. Boom, this is that. If she's less dog than this, she got to go. If she's more dog than this, she can stay.
Who was that dog?
Head games.
Oh God, nobody's more. That's hard to beat.
Yeah, I think you have to have your own scale of what each thing is worth. You know what I mean?
I think so. Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. Because I've walked up to people and they've told me,
Yeah.
"Oh man, I would like to just change her bone."
I don't think you can.
And she's cowhocked. You know what I mean? There's no rear. She's roachy. You know what I mean? I don't look at the easy faults for me.
Yeah, so the super obvious. You don't have to be Einstein to see the dog has a crooked bite or cowhocked. Okay, but there's 50 million other things, and the dog might be cowhocked and have a bad bite, but they look amazing. They look like a bulldog. They move around, whatever. And versus a super clean dog that moves eloquently, to me, that is a 0 out of 10 because it has to look like a bulldog or what's the point, And it's not like we have a million bulldogs to even justify having a super clean dog.
I'm going to tell you what Cuzzy told me one time. Says, Cuzzy, a dog like Rocky. We'll just use Rocky. We were talking about D-ball back then, but we'll just use Rocky for an example. Says, Cuzzy, they can talk all that shit. 2 things. You'll never find a dog like Rocky in the SPCA or Humane Society. And why is that? And I said, I don't know, Cuzzy, you tell me. I mean, it's either 1 or 2 answers. 1, everybody wants one. And 2, they can't make them. So they'll buy them. Them show dogs, motherfucking shelter's full of them bitches. We can go to any shelter in the world and find a goddamn correct animal.
And the doodles are flooding the rescues like crazy right now.
You never count faults, but you can figure out what you can fix and what you can't. I mean,
okay, check this out.
You can almost fix
again
anything.
with the two faults. Let's just say Mac. Mac was this huge, oversized bulldog, super short. Was it upper or lower arm or both? Okay, super short upper arm, a little bit length versus his height, length of body versus his height. His head was flat, no topsoil, and he appeared posty. And I don't know if he was super posty or not, but he appeared that way because he was so short in the front and taller in the back. That dog made bodacious. So he had 20 faults. He did win something at Nationals one year, but then he made bodacious, who everybody can say is a safe dog. He won Nationals. Everybody didn't have a big fit about that. He's a safe dog. And a super fucked up dog made him,
Hold up.
So, yeah, you can breed a dog that's fully and make something clean.
I got it.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Damn, Joey, what you growing a beard because it's cold up there?
You ain't lying. It's cold up here, bro. It's like
Okay.
it's like
What's happening, Joe?
shit. Same old, same old.
And he's hanging. This dude's in
He's
the
so
freezer.
funny.
This dude's in the freezer.
I gotta get one of these.
Oh, all right.
Oh shit.
Okay, okay.
I gotta drink Michelob Ultra. I gotta keep
no
the
working
weight
tomorrow.
down. Yeah. So that truck, this transmission is called the quad box. I used to drive them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's what
The shifter.
Okay.
You said you guys stick your arm through the
Yeah.
steering wheel? Yeah.
Was it dangerous?
Yeah.
Or you had to drive slow or what?
No, yeah, because it's kind of crazy actually, but it was 21 speed. So what basically because the motors didn't have a lot of power, so when you shift the transmission, there were short shifts. You follow me? Like because they didn't have a lot of power, so every time you upshifted, you were only upshifting a little bit faster at a time. You know what I mean? So it took a lot of gears. You know, so you had to stick. You have to. It would. Here's how the transmission worked. It was like first it would be like low first gear, but first gear would have 5 gears. So when you get to the 5th gear, then you got to take the transmission, go into
Perfect.
direct. Then direct had 5 gears.
Yeah.
And so that at the same time, you had to go from 5th with this stick into 1st. This stick had to go from low to direct at the same time. Now then you had to go 5 more gears, and then you got into high gear, and then you had 5 more gears. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of, you fuck up 1 gear on a hill, you're screwed.
Hey, you didn't know Joey helped build the first T model. That motherfucker, that some bitch that old. Look at him drinking diabetic beer.
Having any color.
I was 21. Let me see. That was 1980. Let's say it was like 1980.
Bullshit.
Huh?
1980.
It was 1980. And then the truck I was driving was from the 50s, 60s. Yeah.
That motherfucker said he was 21 in 1980.
Yeah. I was born in 60.
Damn.
Oh, okay. That's my mom's year.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And maybe.
That made him feel great.
People say, they say, how old are you? I said, old enough to collect Social Security, motherfucker. That's
Thank
all
you.
I am.
Hey, tell him you still got what is it? I still got snow on the roof, baby. Woo!
Oh, I got snow up there now. But yeah.
Diabetic beer, what is it? Sugar free?
What?
That's what your father-in-law did.
Joe's Ultra.
Father-in-law. Oh,
Mick Ultra.
you're talking about your dad.
All right, so Joe,
Mm.
we're talking about picking puppies. The make or break. What do you look for? What do you when do you feel like you can see it?
Probably the bit you can only really. I go for the bone right away. You got to go for the things you like best. I like a lot of bone and a lot of cheek. So at this point, that's what I look for.
How soon can you see that?
That's the thing because some of them come on, some of them you can't see 8 weeks. So I mean, you can always see good heavy bone, but sometimes that bone keeps coming, and sometimes you can see bone, and the head type you could really see it.
Yeah.
And actually, there's a head type now that I'm looking at. Malik got this litter, and I'm looking at the head, and I'm not quite sure what it's going to look like as an adult, and it's got me a little bit stunned. It really does. I don't think I've seen the head type before. But there's a couple in there. I can see it, the type, and then there's another type. I'm just not sure.
You've seen him in person?
No, but I seen one of them. One of them I seen in person from his other litter.
Yeah.
I call him the fucking mutant. He's gonna be a fucking. You watch and see. I see it in that pup. He's gonna be a badass.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I seen him the other day. He got huge feet. It's off of that what's that dog? It comes off of Back to Bear and then Kaiser and then The male that.
You talking about Dope Son? Dope
Yeah,
Dog?
yeah, that one.
Red Bone? Yeah.
Yeah, that one there, man. I seen that one.
He
He got
probably
a
got a
fucking.
nice typey head too, because your
Yeah,
dog
he does.
bone
He
is
does.
related.
Yeah, yeah. So I was hoping to pull some of that. You know,
That
you
Brazil,
know, huh?
some of that Brazil look.
Well, the other day there was like a podcast and people talk about line breeding and inbreeding and all that stuff, right? But you know how I used to how I do it, and I don't know if it works or not. Like, I don't want the guys to say, "Oh, I know better than the next guy," because hey, everybody has their thing. But what I do is I like to stack. Well, you stack the pedigree, right? You stack them with all. You look at it, and there's a freak here, there's a freak here, there's a freak here, there's a freak here. All dogs that you like, right? So now, then you breed to a dog that you like, right? Say you have a male that's got every feature you want, and then you look at the female. Man, she got this, she got bear, she got Kaiser, she's got all these crazy shit. Am I going to pull some of these genetics? Am I going to pull the genetics? Your odds are that, yeah, you will pull them, maybe not with every puppy. It's like the hybrid vigor, hybrid vigor, or the explosion of the gene pool. It's there. You just have to pull it out, right?
Yeah.
And that seems to work for, I've seen it work for me. I mean, I only got 2 dogs, but on these 2 dogs, that's kind of how I pieced did the math. I call it doing the math,
Yeah.
And but nobody ever talks about doing it that way. So maybe I'm just full of shit. But you know what I mean? Everybody's line breeding, inbreeding, all that crazy shit. I'll do it straight up. I'll take 2 breeds and put them together. And in my mind, this is what I should get, and it's almost like if you take a female like that breeding with these 2 dogs I got. The mother was like 20 inches tall, and she was 80 pounds, right? The father was small. The father was, I don't know, pocket size with a huge head, right? So you look at the 2 and you say, son of a bitch, what would happen? Would I get her height with his girth and his head? Is that possible? And you start really thinking about it. Even when you go to bed, you just think about it. Well, what will happen? Will I get it? And then then here's the thing. Well, it's because the father was a little on the smaller side. Then I said, but I shouldn't get nothing that small. Then why? Why shouldn't you? Well, if I get 2 males and the mother's 20 inches tall and the father's 17 inches tall, who's to say I'm going to get 17 inches? You would think you'd get something in the middle. That's what you want to think, right? But you're going to get bigger. And
Yeah.
why? Why are you going to get bigger? Well, the mother was 19, 20 inches. So the son is either going to be that big or bigger because you're pulling the males out of the litter. You follow that?
Oh, I know.
Because the mother was big, the big dog. That's why I didn't get nothing between the 2 dogs. I got bigger. So there's a combination of things. The sons are going to be bigger than the mother because you take all the girth and mass from the sire, but get the height of the mother. Does it make sense?
Yeah, I always tell people
Because the mother wasn't as brolic as the male. And that's how I do it. The line breeding and everything, it always seems to, you get pretty much what you want. They start getting downsized, right? They start looking a little downsized. You could do it one time, it seems like it works, but then you do it too much, the dogs get smaller, more refined. The bone, you start losing the bone. That's what I found,
Yeah.
I call it stacking the ped. You stack up all the freaks up and you try to pull off that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's a great technique. Stack the ped with monsters, that it works for you because you want to stack the ped with the type of dogs you like, which the world likes for the most part.
Right there?
I'm saying.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, we got to turn the speaker on.
Oh.
Turn your speaker on, old man. Technology and old people.
Can you hear Joe?
And I thought I was bad.
He's doing all right.
Dude, I'm horrible, bro. If it wasn't for my dog,
Joe drove the quad box, so he
yeah,
gets some leeway for that. Yeah. Can you hear Joe?
Joey, can you hear us? Guess not. I do the same thing though. I stack the pedigree in our favor. That's what I do.
Can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to keep adding. What our people don't understand, and Joey's what he's implying is, it's easy to lose than it is to gain. So if you constantly already add every single time, you know what I mean? You're going to be a lot easier.
I was watching something else. I think it might have been the Let Loose guys or something, and they were talking about different breeding techniques, line breed, outcross, all that stuff. And everybody talks about it in a way that makes them sound smart or whatever. I'm not mad at it. That's just kind of what they do. But Joey was in the comments like, what about the stack method? Just stacking monsters. I'm like, yes. It wasn't my it wasn't my show to say anything, but I was like, yeah, that's it right there. If you put a bunch of dope stuff together,
you're bound to get something.
What do you,
as long as you don't strip it away with, let's just say there's a super dope male. And I'm going to try not to cuss since I'm offending Justin. But let's just say you have a super dope male. You can't just wash away that dope male with a clean pet female, right? Because you're going to strip everything away. Like you have to stack the pet top and bottom.
Yeah, it's almost it's the same concept with Keller. You breed for the same traits.
You want me to see if I can add them again?
Sure. It's the same thing as Keller. If you're trying to add blue, you can't use it one time and you're going to get it. That's not how it works. You got to use it more than once.
Carriers.
Exactly. So you'll get carriers, and then you just keep loading it. Keep double tapping it in your fence. You know what I mean? To where everybody is cool. Ooh, what the heck?
I just made it full screen, but then we can't see the comments and see people talking smack about us.
Here we go.
It's just, it's really nice to me in my inbox, and then I have to change my personality.
Can you hear me?
I got you now.
All right.
No, you don't got to change. You don't got to change nothing.
I mean, can't just be myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You can.
So, hey, Joey, like I was telling them, I said, that's where I learned a lot of that stuff was from you. Is like you just compounding it. You just keep adding because Mother Nature's going to strip. We've learned that the hard way. We've pushed it to the point where you get pit bulls again. Like, whoa, what happened there?
Yeah, that we used to call it the explosion of the gene pool. If you're pulling from a gene pool that's got a lot of crazy shit on both sides of the pedigree, they don't have to be related. You know what I mean? Because these are bulldogs.
Yeah.
These are bulldogs, and you're gonna pull if there's enough crazy shit behind the pet. Big dogs or extreme dogs or heavy bone dog. You're gonna pull some of that. Maybe not in. Sometimes the litters could be very consistent too. It's funny. When you're dealing with these dogs, man, there's so much crazy shit behind them. I understand the line breeding. You're locking in a certain type and everything, but some of your best dogs aren't line bred. If you think about it,
no.
You know what I mean? They're just I can only say I use that word explosion of the gene pool, and people start scratching their head. But it's the only thing that really makes sense because,
what about Joey? What do you think about this? What if someone got a pet quality female, and when I say pet quality, an average dog, and bred a Kaiser? So no, stacked ped versus a stacked ped.
Well,
what do you think you'll get?
That's your first building block, and you got to keep stacking.
No, you said the female was like a pet quality. It really depends on what is behind her. She might be pet quality, right? But she might have some stuff behind her. A perfect example of that, right? A perfect example. There was a time where Mighty Max had some like Hermes dogs, right? And he had these two black and white males, and they were huge puppies, right? Huge bone. I think you may remember one of them. His name was Kobe.
Yeah.
Remember Kobe? Well, he was one of the puppies I sold. And then I had one called Jumbo. I never wanted to sell him. The guy gave me crazy money for Jumbo. I didn't want to sell him, but I did, right? And then when I went up to get the two black white puppies, he goes, listen, the deal is, but you got to take the female too. I said, I'm not really into females. So I go up there, and the female was ridiculous looking. It was bad. I said, you sure that's the sister? Right? Anyway, long story short, I took her, and I took her. She came in. I bred her to the gorilla, the dog that Chris ended up getting, And my wife goes, "Oh my God." And I really wasn't crazy about the litter because I had another litter, I think the same litter that Juice came out of. And I was really focusing on them. And I didn't want to put the litters next to each other and all that crazy shit. She came down with the box at 7 weeks old. She goes, "I'm bringing one of Dottie's puppies now." No, don't even, I don't even want to look at Dottie's puppies because I'm thinking in my mind, I see the mother, and I looked. I says, "Where the fuck did you get that?" She goes, "That's Dottie's puppy." And the female, if you've seen the female, she was fine boned. She looked like a pit bull. But because of what was behind her, she threw what the brothers
She was
were.
a carrier.
She threw, and I learned my lesson there. Like, hey man, sometimes you can't count that shit out. And that was, that was like a learning point. Like, okay, why did that happen? I'm a big why did this happen guy type of guy, like how did it happen? And I said, hey, that's what's behind them. So that shit really matters. She was
I
a,
think, do you think sometimes the ugly sister can produce better?
If all her brothers look good.
Yeah, like pie.
Yeah.
Like pie.
I do pay attention to the
Rolls-Royce.
litter mates sometimes. Litter mates
Yeah.
tell you what you're going to get out of an ugly duckling.
Yeah.
If there's only one, he's an anomaly. So now you got to stack as hard and as fast as you can to get more of that look. But if she's an ugly duckling and all her brothers are amazing, she's going to produce her brother if bred properly.
Yeah. So like the dogs that Joey works with is still not going to be the average dog in mainstream pet quality dog. Your pet quality still might be a 10.
No.
Comparison to pet quality, like the average Old English Bulldogs.
No, and here's another thing that I don't know if you, I've had it happen, right? Let's say if you go back 5 generations on a pedigree, and you see you have a nice stacked pedigree, but there's one dog in particular you really like for whatever reason. It could be a massive dog, it could be a crazy 28-inch dome, just a real freak. He's in there, right? And let's just say he's black or chocolate or whatever, and he's there. And you're like, said, man, I would love to get that dog. But now he's, 3-4 generations back, right? So what are your odds? Your odds aren't too good. Then you have the litter. And in that pedigree, there's one black dog. I'm just using this as an example. There's one black dog. You get the litter on the ground. They're all different colors. There's one black dog. Say to yourself, Jesus Christ, why is he black? Is he pulling the genetics from that one black dog? Is it possible? Right? And that black dog raises up to be that black dog that you always liked. And it not only did it pull the color, the reason it pulled the color, he was pulling that dog's genetics.
Right.
And you got the color. See, he pulled so much, he even pulled the color. And so when you see shit like that go down with these dogs, that's when I say to myself, my theory of the stacking the pedigrees, stacking them, and the explosion of the gene pool, because you're not line breeding. Really, you want that explosion. You want it to mix in, and maybe I can get better than that dog. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how these dogs were made. If you think about it,
Right.
Nothing was ever tight 25 years ago. There was nothing tight. Everything was loosey goosey, right? Everything was, today everything's a little bit more refined. And everything kind of looks one dog. They which is a good thing because they kind of more resemble each other these days, right? A lot of the dogs come from the same dogs now, right? And they're more refined, and they have a certain look, and the direction of the breed goes a certain way for whatever reason. And but back in the day, it was different. You just bred like for, oh my God, look at that dude's male. He's a freak. And everybody would jump on it and they would use it. And then it had nothing to do with the female. The female had no relationship to that dog.
Yeah.
Now things are just a little bit different. But the people do things a little bit different now. Not that they're bad. It's just things are a little different,
Yeah. I met up with Philip. And
Oh, yeah?
I got a Floppy here. We just bred her to Floppy's that inbred Riddick daughter.
Okay.
Riddick is super inbred.
Bulldogs are both stuff or something?
Yeah, and what was the boy he won the Beast of the East, the first one with?
Oh,
Boomer. Boomer.
Boomer, yeah.
Yeah. Super inbred Boomer mixed with
Yeah,
Bulldog.
that's where you get the crazy shit from, because that's old blood. That's that old
She's
bulldozer
crazy
bro blood.
looking. She's
Yeah,
really
oh yeah, I believe it.
explosive
That's
rib cage.
yeah.
She's crazy looking.
She's
Yeah.
crazy looking, and you're gonna, you know what I mean. You breed it, you breed it right. Like you guys know what you're doing. You breed it right. You know what features you're looking for. She's carrying a lot of rib cage and girth and width, and she got crazy stuff behind her. So this is where that explosion. There's nothing tight. It's not a line. It's just an explosion of the genetics. Like we're that's exciting, right? That's exciting.
Hell yeah.
It make It's almost like when you take an English bulldog to a bull mastiff. I get excited. Oh shit! I get excited. Like, oh, what are you gonna? What are we gonna? Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I tell everybody, like, breeding two Dobermans together doesn't excite me. Hey, what do you think we're gonna get? Dobermans. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. Like, Dobermans.
Yeah. And then I have, I have this theory about American bulldogs, right? Now, hey, it's only a theory. I don't want to make it out to like I know a little bit more than maybe the other guy, but it's a theory I have. I stand by the theory, right? So back 20, 30 years ago, the dogs look different for whatever reason, right? So John D. Johnson had like the machine line. If you go back in the pet, you guys all know you got West Champs High. You have a lot of like English Bulldog and Olde in them, right?
Yeah.
And they had like a machine line. The dogs were real extreme. You got Bam Bam, you got T-Rex. You had dogs like the Dozer Ruby stuff that was extreme bully, but they were short. Stumpy, right? These are all small dogs. When I say small dogs, 20-inch tall dogs. Maybe 90 pounds, but real brolic, right? Heavy bone, girthy, but they weren't tall dogs. They're extreme bully, short mugs, right? And then 20 years later, you're like, damn, man, where are these Brahma the bulls? Where's these Stumpies at? Where are these? Where are these dogs? Why are the dogs kind of bigger now, right? Why are they 25 inches? Why are they 20? Whatever happened to the dogs that were, like Bam Bam, right? Dogs like that. So you got to say to yourself, you got to think about it. There's something changed, something's different. Like, why? So my theory is, right, wrong, or indifferent, I stand by it, is because when 20, 30 years ago, when you were getting the dogs directly from like John D's, the machine line, the Bam Bam, I had a direct son of Bam Bam and everything that was short, crunchy was short, is because every time you breed away from West Champs High Hope, the English Bulldogs that were used, every time you went away from it, you went away from that extreme bulldog, right? You were reverting back to the original dogs, because now you just have a little splash of the oldie, right? 3 generations, 4 generations, 5 generations. Now the dogs are bigger. They're reverting back, to your 23, 25-inch tall dogs. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but if you like that other style, you were never going to get it again unless you reintroduced like bulldog blood in the line, right?
Yeah.
Like a Debald situation.
Yep.
Right now, what happened when you reintroduced it? You started coming back with a juice, right? Dogs like that, that's my theory of why every generation away from the John D. Johnson dogs, because nobody, I'm not saying you're supposed to American Bulldog's a whole different animal, you got to kind of keep it clean, but that's why that's why I like oldies. Because you see you're going in a certain direction, and you can say, I know what I need here. Bang, you put it in, and it's like a custom breed. It's a custom dog. You know what I mean? Where American Bulldogs, you can't do that, because now you just you paper hung, you did this, you did that. But that, I think that's the reason why you know, unless you super line breed the dogs, then they'll start getting really small and refined. And, you know, that's not the look you really maybe want, you know. But I think that's just the theory that I have on the American Bulldog. How, if you think about it, it makes sense why there's no Brahmas, no
Yeah.
Mufasas, right? There's no Mufasas, even the stuff that Phil got, that old bulldozer bull blood, right?
Yeah.
That was some crazy shit back in the day, man.
Thick.
That was some crazy shit. That was some crazy shit. Yeah. Some of them things, they look like bull calves, some of those goddamn things.
I think the
And you said the female you're talking about, Chris, got that bulldozer bow blood in it.
yeah, a lot. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you on the top half, he's got bison.
I gotta see it because
Bison
every time
blood.
I talk to Joey, he talks about that blood. So I gotta see this dog.
Yeah.
Very much around. Very much around.
No, it's pretty. I mean, you got to think Bulldozer Blow. He's probably 20 years old, 25 years old now.
Yeah, or better. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I could tell you a funny thing. I got more stories on Walt Disney, so don't mind me. It's been a long run, right? So a lot of crazy shit's happened, right? But you know, speaking of the bulldozer bow blood, so think this whole game, that especially back in the day, everybody wanted to have the top stuff, right? Everybody wants to have a badass dog, right? We all did. Hey, it don't make you a bad guy, right? So we were all we call it chasing the dragon, right? We're all chasing the dragon. And so I had my cousin, and he had a partner. They call Rockledge American Bulldogs. You know, they were like I was kind of a little bit of their mentor, you know, and they're always trying to get me, right? They're going to, you know, they always wanted to get a better dog than me. And you know, I was pretty good at the game, trying to stay up with everybody and, you know, do my thing. So they, behind my back, they go out and they put a deposit on a bulldozer bow son, right? They don't tell me. They wait for the dog to get bred. I mean, this how it took like a year to get the dog. Dog gets bred. Now, you know, a dog gets bred. Are there any puppies going to survive? Are there going to be any males in there? This, that, the other. And come to find out, they get a male. They get the male. And we're back then, we used to get everything flown in from Ohio, right? They get the dog there. They can't wait to brag on the dog, right? He says, cuz, it's a wrap. He says, cuz, it's a wrap. I go, what? He goes, you're all done. I go, what do you mean I'm all done? I'm just getting going.
They're
Huh?
coming to take your place.
Take my place. They're going to blow my fucking... When I seen these puppies, they blew my fucking doors in. I was like a fart in a whirlwind. I never even had a chance with this fucking puppy, right? This puppy had fucking bone. He had paws like your hands, right? And he had a melon on him. They couldn't wait to bring that puppy to show me it. And I'm looking at him like, holy shit, look at this fucking, right? So I say to myself, I said, well, I've been around long enough to know I have a year. And then I have a year, you know, how this dog is going to look in a year, it's going to look crazy, right? So I'm not putting the Malouk on it, but a lot can happen in a year, as we know, right? Well, as this dog's growing, he's bragging, man. He bragging anyway. So now he's going to have, what do you call that when you reveal a dog? Like he's going to have a reveal. So
Right.
Freddie doesn't see the dog. My cousin Scott, premiere, yeah. He's going to have a premiere. And cousin Paulie Papalardo, remember Paulie?
Yeah.
Paulie, Peter Grimm, a bunch of old time bulldog guys. You know, to have a bulldozer bow son, it was a pretty big deal. And we go to look at the dog, you know, I'm like, shit, well, here's the day where we're gonna see some crazy ass freak. And you know, they got top dog. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to step my game up. So they reveal the dog, right? He puts his head out of the fucking dog box, right? Biggest head I ever seen in like a year. Just probably, we never measured it, man, but it was probably a 29, 30-inch headpiece on him. Just huge. Just like I remember him as a puppy. But when he come out of the dog box, he looked like a paraplegic. We
Oh my god.
it looked like he had two straight, not even straight stifle. I think he had inverted hawks.
Stop, Joey. Stop.
Right, the motherfucker came out. He was like, "Oh, we're all like, what the fuck is wrong with that dog?" And
Well,
that was like the happiest day of my life.
day of your life.
You ain't lying. And we all just right. And I looked at Freddie. Freddie's looking at the dog, right? Freddie's looking at the dog, and Frankie, my cousin's looking at me. And
So the guys that own that dog, they really think they have something?
well, my cousin, they were early. They, everybody focused on a big head, how the puppy looked, and I guess when you see the thing every day, you kind of notice it. But maybe you're hoping it's going to straighten out. But it was the rear end was so thin, and it actually looked like pogo sticks in the back.
Cuzzy.
Oh, it was that bad. But the
They like
smile.
wrap around together like the back legs are
It was like pogo sticks, right? And I couldn't help myself, but I had the biggest fucking smile on my face, right?
and you were dying. Oh my god.
I went home. I don't even remember the ride home, man.
Good
I was
day.
like this. Look, that was a close, a fucking close one.
Hey,
So then, huh?
Hey, Colehouse, let me tell you about your boy Joey. Where was we at? It was at the Beast, and they brought out Rocco 3. Here goes Cousin. Woo! Good head, great front, but he jumps in the pool, bitch is dead.
You ain't lying.
Me.
Hey, but see, remember Big Lou?
Man, for this, I said, Joey, stop and talk about his dog like that, man.
What was wrong with it?
His ass was about this wide.
Oh.
It was about this wide, Joey, wasn't it? You couldn't tell where his hocks were, or his asshole was.
No, you could. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, the rears were so bad on some of them dogs. They peed like a girl dog just because they couldn't put all that weight on the leg.
On the one leg.
Yeah. Oh no, you were enough fucking. It would fall over, right? Right.
Me and Malik
I
was
seen
passing that day.
I seen a dog one time. Say no bullshit. So I drove all the way to Sandusky, Ohio, to buy this dog. Right. All I did was see it in Dog World magazine, and I wanted the father. I didn't want no puppies because when you buy an adult, you know what you got, right? You don't have to wait. You don't have to wonder. I'll pay extra, So I drive. I get the Dog World. I get the Dog World magazine, and the guy says, I says, yeah, you got puppies. You got to start off, asking for Hey, how about the father? You want to sell the? Oh, I got to get a lot of money. So back then, $2,500 was a lot of money. I said, I'll buy the dog. Right, it's a bulldozer both dog, right? So I go down. I drive in the middle of the night. I get all the way. And I hate driving. I get down there. The fucking dog's front end was about 3 feet wide, right? Holy shit. He's sitting in the dog box. His shoulders, he's got to kind of come out sideways, right? He's a big monster freak. But when he went down to drink water, he did a fucking handstand. The fuck?
You lying.
No, you swear to God, you thought he was doing handstands, bro. This motherfucker's ass end was so fucking
Not
light.
weight back there, huh?
Not enough weight back there. That some bitch was doing fucking handstands, right?
Oh.
I'm like, oh no, what a fucking wasted trip this was. There's no way I can go home with this bastard.
Wait.
Yeah.
What would Lisa say?
Huh? Oh, you kidding me? She's quiet about him, but she knows within seconds if it's any good or not. Like me, I think we've all felt victim to this, right? You get a dog, you first kind of see it, you're like, damn. And then you get it home and you really start looking at that fucker. Then you're like, oh man, I don't know. But then when you're looking at it and your head starts going like this, it's not a good sign, right? And then the next day you wake up and you go look at it again and it looks even fucking worse than it did the day. And then you realize you fucked up. But it happens. It's all part of the game. It's just so you really have to take deep breaths when you go in to look at a dog. You really got to look at it really good. I mean, they're not going to, like Chris says, there's no perfect one, but there's some things that are going to bother Chris and you guys more, or me than other things. Like there's just certain things that really bother me, right? That I can't live with.
Like what?
I don't like for me.
I say Joey's gonna say rear. You're gonna say a small head and no bone.
Well, I'm a firm I'm a firm believer. I've heard you guys say it, which is true. You got first off, if you don't have type, you don't have shit. You know, if you don't, because you can build off the type, you can beef things up, and if it's a little easty westy, I can live with that. I'll just because the type is there. You know, you got the head, you got the cheek, you got the bone. You know, you can work well with it. It doesn't have any of that. That's first off. If it's type, I don't even look at. I don't even. But you can see that in a picture. You know what I mean? And then there's a little, straight stifles get me a little. And then dogs with weak rears, like I always check them, and it's easy. And that's the thing. There's an easy way to check them. Like you don't have to spend a lot of time with a dog to see if it's got a weak rear. You know, if you go up to the kennel and you pat yourself, like, come on, come up, boy, and he's hesitant. He don't want to use those back legs.
Oh, that's
You,
bad.
yeah, right then and there, you got something, you got issue back there.
You got to
You
see
know
a
what I mean?
person to really see it.
Yeah, so right there now you got just because he has a pretty head, you got to say, hey, listen, man, you got problems. So brewers you could tell right away. You know, sometimes hey, you get them a little hawky. Hey, a little hawky ain't the end of the world. You try to when you breed them, just got to breed them right, a little
Yeah, hockey ain't
straight.
the end of the world. Hockey ain't a big deal to me.
Yeah.
You keep that right away.
Mm. Hey, you wish they weren't. You wish they weren't, but
Right. You
it's
wish
not
they
a deal
weren't.
breaker.
Yes, exactly.
Not a deal breaker.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I can tell you a deal breaker for Joey, y'all.
what?
One ball, he'll send that motherfucker right back.
Oh, geez, we can't start the game off with one ball. Jesus Christ.
The ball works. The one that's there works good.
Listen,
One
I don't
no.
want to keep the damn dogs free because I don't want him. Send him back. Bitch, I just paid $500 to ship the motherfucker to you. I don't want him. Okay.
I said,
That's good to your trash.
I said,
You wanted a pet.
I said, what the fuck kind of judge is this? He sent me the dog with one fucking nut. This mother.
I want a pet.
I don't think we ever checked.
Yeah, you
Are
probably
you
never even
Bulldogge?
checked it.
We never
Yeah.
knew that. We never.
Yeah. Hey, I the dog's in the transporter, right? I said, before you pull him out, let me see something. He goes, what's the matter? I said, hold on a minute. So I grabbed his balls. That dog never even hit Connecticut ground. Right? I grabbed that. I said, oh, we got problems. He goes, what? I go, feel that. He goes, where you feel? I said, how many balls you feel? Oh shit.
Two. I should have texted.
Yeah.
Just the
Where's the
two.
spoon? Aha.
I said, this one, I said, now it's a 50-50 shot. Is the dog going to be able to have, it's more than likely you're going to be okay, but do you want to wait, when you're in your 60s, you want to wait a year and a half to find out, if those guys no semen. I mean, who the fuck knows,
Hey, he didn't have cancer, nothing in his
Yeah. Hey, but at the end of the day, it was a beautiful dog. And I was kind of saying to myself, hey, this is a good looking fucking dog. He was a good looking dog. He was pretty much up my alley for sure. I could see that he was going to be.
My brother said Lance Armstrong had one nut.
Yeah.
Fucking athlete.
Well, you got look. When you come
Steroids.
from,
One nut.
but when you come from where I come from, right? And Chris, he's seen it, and you see it till today, right? Boy, people are going to be all over you if you have anything wrong with your fucking dog. They blast you, even no matter how good the dog looks.
Mind you, they have terrible dogs too, but nobody cares about them and their dogs.
Yeah. So my big thing now, let's say you get a hitter. Let's say you got something that people are like, wow, look at this motherfucker. If that dog's got one fucking nut, what do you think they're going to talk about?
The
The one fucking nut. The cheeks, the split in the skull, the fucking bone, the fucking movement.
Meanwhile, they don't even have step one. They got no type. But you got one nut and no worried about that.
Yeah, or they could have really, whatever they say.
Yeah.
Chances are they have the same thing in their yard, but they don't even know it because they're that dumb.
That that's the way the game is played. We don't make the rules. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying,
I can remember you and Vito going back.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, you couldn't have a cow hot dog years ago. If you had something that had one fault, they eat you up and and so it actually made me a better, I wouldn't even say a breeder. It would make me just a little bit more, I had to be.
Selective.
You had to keep going, right? Push you. They push you and push you. And you're like, all right, all right. You might as well just let me get fat and happy. Leave me alone. Nope.
I went, yeah, yeah. I went and I had this dog. Don't steal this name because I might use it again. I had a dog. I called him Fat Cat, right?
Okay.
So his name was a cool name, right? I used the cat with a K. It was kind of flashy, right? He was a bad motherfucker. Huh? You remember him?
Yeah, Demetrius got frozen semen on him.
Okay. And he was a good one. He was a good one. And he had a big, thick, powerful rear, had everything. But he was a little straighter in the front than I liked. You know what I mean? But he was a big dog. And I don't want to say nothing bad about him. He was a big dog, right? But he had a crazy, he had some, actually, I think he had some bulldozer. Does he have bulldozer bull blood in him?
I don't
Fat
know.
Cat? Yeah, I
He was
forget
a
how he was
Dynamite
bred.
kid.
Huh?
I thought he was out of Dynamite. Wasn't
What?
Fat Cat out of Dynamite? Ain't that what his name? Dynamite or some shit?
Well, the Doug Kennedy stuff? Dynamite? Oh, no, it might be a different dog you're thinking of.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's probably different.
He Bates. That's the encyclopedia of Bulldog.
What?
You know that guy Patrick E. Bates. He's always posting up like the really
Oh,
really
yeah,
old
yeah.
dogs,
I'm down,
old dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's the encyclopedia.
That's
He's
dude
got
right there.
all the
Yeah.
articles, everything.
No, really?
Yeah, you've seen him, and when you see
Oh,
his
yeah.
name, you'll know who he is.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen the name. There was one guy.
he was the one posting up Crunch. And I said, well, you got to talk to Joey how he was so scared of the dog, too.
Mm-hmm.
You're so dumb.
That dog was that dog.
Bro, I listen, I got to give credit with Chris. I love Lisa. You know I do. Bro, I ain't never seen a woman not scared of a goddamn killer in my life. She'd walk in a room, and I swear she'd walk in, and Gorilla was a fucking nut job trying to kill kids on the street damn near. She walks up, Yahtzee! And that motherfucker turned into a puddle of bones. Bro,
Yep.
Get your ass in the kennel. Motherfucker, he jumped out the back of the car, jumped down, and walked us up because Joey's, when you pull into his driveway, the kennels are up the hill. The dog walked up the hill and got in his kennel, wait for Lisa to close the door.
Yep. Cowering. A funny Crunch, right?
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I sold him, right? So you know that Rocky, I was watching Rocky 3, right?
Yeah.
You know how that that music, dun dun dun, the Rocky music?
Yeah.
So, I had a clear blue. I was feeling my oats, right? I get up, I start swinging, right? The dog was laying down and attacked me.
What could go wrong, right?
Right? Yeah, right? So I'm swinging. So the dog thought I was getting crazy, right? He got up, yeah, motherfucker. He fucking runs across the room. He's never done this crazy shit to me, right? So I see him coming at me. I said, this motherfucker is going to bite me. So as he leaps in the air to get me, I grabbed his collars. I'm holding him in the fucking air, and he's growling. He's going fucking bananas, right? So I told my wife, open the fucking slider. I take him and I would throw him into the fucking porch, right? And he comes back at the window. My wife goes, oh my God. I go, that crazy bastard, right? But soon as he calmed down, we let him in. He was fine. But in that moment, he seen me getting like worked up, and he think I was swinging on my kid or my wife or something. He and it was crazy. And I was like, okay, I see. But he was that kind of a dog. He was an alpha dog. He wouldn't bite you, but in a position where he thought people were being threatened and it was his place to step up, he would. That's kind of the way I took it. I didn't say he was a bad, and it wasn't that I was ever afraid of him after that, but I knew, hey, some dogs in their presence, you have to respect them.
Oh yeah.
Some dogs,
the rules are a little different. Yeah.
Well, for certain breeds and certain bulldogs.
But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you know,
There's nothing wrong with
and
that at all. That's healthy. Like, yeah,
you know, but he grew on. He went on to
You have to know
Australia.
dogs. You have to know dogs. You can't have. I feel like sometimes there are people that they think they know dogs, and if they see a dog acting that way, they become more aggressive because they want to present themselves as the alpha. That could be a catastrophe because you do have to
Yeah.
respect that animal. That's very powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
What is
respect.
Bobby talking
I
about?
respected Gorilla that night. I brought his ass right back to Joey's house.
I respect it.
I'm shoving. What was it
Yeah.
called? Slim Jims. He just dropped him and spit him out. He had his head poked out the side of the plastic crate trying to eat.
I know
him.
he was
Oh, that
fucking.
you should have took some video of.
Yo, Colehouse, I bull crap you not. Listen, we got him in a plastic crate. Everybody got plastic crates. This dude's got his head in the scene, busting out, trying to kill us.
Oh my
Now,
god!
mind you, I done took the dog out like 3 or 4 times. Every rest stop from Connecticut to Delaware at the time, I stopped to use the bathroom and let him out. You know what I mean? No problems.
But why did you stop that often? Because you wanted to show the dog off.
No.
I know you. Oh,
No.
y'all need to come see my dog.
But
No, he was a bad. He was a good looking dog.
yeah, he was a big bastard.
He was-
Anyway, so as soon as I get home to my mom's house, this dude loses his marbles, bro. I can't even get him out the damn crate. I called Joey. I'm on my way back, bro.
Yeah.
Can't sleep. Come sit right here.
And I had to take him back. He was bad, bro. Even Joey acted like he was. He acted like he wasn't scared. He was a little scared. Oh, Lisa had to come out and get him.
Nah, not him. He wasn't. I could see him doing that though. I could definitely see him being a little funny, but he was all right with us. He
Yeah.
liked Lisa better than anybody.
Yeah.
Lisa was pretty good with dogs, man. She,
Yeah.
you know, she one time.
I lied to you. I'm telling you, this dude had his head coming out the side of the crate like he was trying to kill somebody. And all she said was Yatesy, because she used to call him Yates, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And the whole fucking body was shifting. He just jumped out. She said, "Go up there and get in your kennel." He just ran up in their kennel like it wasn't nothing. Like
Yep.
he ran right past me like
Yeah.
he wasn't trying to eat me 5 seconds ago.
He was misbehaving.
Yeah. See, before I got
They thought it was the
oldies,
funniest
I had
thing
a
ever.
Corso. Yeah, and it was like that. Like the rules are just different around the dog.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I had to put him away. Like somebody come over, I had to put him away for a little while, let
Yep,
him
yep.
hear them in the house, feel the vibe, and then I could let him back out. But ignore the dog. Don't pet him. Don't nothing. Just be you and let him be around. If in a little
Yep.
while he'll come up to you, then you can pet him. Like there's
Right.
rules, and that's part of the reason that I didn't go back down that road. I was like,
Yeah.
when we put him down, I kind of breathed a little sigh of relief, like, okay, we made it. Nobody got bit. Nobody got hurt. Let's do something different. And that's
Right.
why part of the reason we have Olde. But there's nothing wrong with having to just, be conscious of your environment. Like, hey, not with Spanky in the house. Don't do that. You know what I
Right.
mean,
No running, no
That's what it
jumping,
is.
no. Yeah.
you know?
That's why I like these dogs better too. They're
Yeah,
just
put 'em
more.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these dogs, you don't have to put them away. These are pretty stable. They're not. You gotta watch those prey drive dogs too. Those dogs will get you in trouble.
Defense. A lot of people they confuse defense with fear. They confuse the two because the dog acts
Yeah.
tough, so they think it's defense. And a lot of times, dogs that are super confident, they don't act like that. They'll act up when necessary. Like Joey, when he was saying he was swinging, then Crunch got about it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But he wasn't.
Yeah.
Until then, he never had an issue, and after that, he never had
Yeah.
an issue. So the
Yep.
dog thought at that moment, "Oh, you want to fight? Listen, I'm down." You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You ever have like a litter of puppies? I remember years ago. You ever have a litter of puppies where, let's say they're 9 or 10 weeks old, you got them all playing, and you give them a toy or you give them a bone or you try to take it away at 9 weeks and they growl at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that, at 8, 9 weeks. So you could already, and that shit doesn't go away. People think that shit's funny and all that crazy shit, but if they're growling at you at not 8 weeks old, you can't take the biscuit away. And he looks at you and fucking with his teeth. People laugh. I've seen it years ago. I've seen it, and should they grow up to be just like that? You can, you can.
Yeah.
I had one that was
Break it.
did it.
You can break it.
Yeah, you could break it. And then people, it's funny because
But then
they
you
say
got
you got to
hold on.
fight
But
it.
then you got a broke dog that you're living with the rest of your life. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
You
think
kind
it's
of
still
do. I wouldn't
capable.
say it in front of everybody, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But like I
I've
said,
seen
but
it.
then you got a dog the rest of your life that's gonna all the time. So
Yeah, but it happens. It happens. Cousin Paulie gave me a female one time, right? And she was real skittish. She was a good looking dog, but she was real skittish. And I hate skittish dogs. They just make me nervous. And she would look. I used to call her the looker. I'd get in the pen with her, and she'd just look at me to watch every move I made, right?
I hate
And I'd
that.
always have one eye on that bitch, right? And she didn't come to get petted or nothing,
She a
right?
daily dog?
Huh?
Was she a daily dog?
She was talking about scatterbred. I don't know what she was. She was some. He just had her, and I wanted to breed her to D-ball because she was real muscular. He did good with dogs like that. Because he put the girth in the mass, and she was just super muscular and blocky, and but she was skittish, right? So I'm thinking, okay, she's probably skittish because she's not been socialized, right? So give her the benefit of the doubt. She's not attacking me. So anyway, I get her bred. I even forgot how the fuck I did it because I couldn't put my hands on her. But anyway, I got her bred, and as soon as she had them puppies, instant lunatic. And I mean, to the point where when I went to go in the barn, she'd attack the door. I wasn't even in there with her. And I'm like, well, you puppies, you're on your own. You know, she,
Liable to
she
finish over there.
those puppies, I'd peek through the hole. Once she'd see me in the barn, she'd go ballistic, right? And I'd peek in the hole, and the puppies would be laying there, and they'd all go flying because she'd fly up once she realized I was in the barn to attack the door. Yeah. She was, and then the crazy thing was, it was genetic. And people say, "Well, how do you know it was genetic?" Because I sold a puppy off for her. Like I didn't know no, but I figured because she was unsocialized, right? There was one little female looked just like the mother, and the lady came with the three kids, and looking at the puppy, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, that thing really looks like the mother. I hope it doesn't act like that, right? And I never forgot the lady's telephone number. And a year later, she called me and goes, "This dog's a maniac." I said, "You got to put her down, man." Because then I knew right then and there that it was genetic. I thought it was because she wasn't socialized. You know what I'm saying? But the puppy was.
yeah.
So it happens, and
Yeah.
if you don't know that's why you got to be careful taking dogs from other people. And you really do got to be careful with. I don't do none of that no more. I just, like I said, I just got these two knuckleheads. But you get yourself in some real
Yeah.
shit. You could, buying adult males and stuff that want to challenge you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
bought an XL male,
I learned the hard way.
175 pounds. He looked like the Hulk dog, and I got him here, and he was fine. And I don't know why I let him around my daughter. He loved my daughter. I told him to get off the couch. He was sitting next to my daughter, and he said, "Fuck you." He said, 175 pounds, right? He had a head like he looked at me. And my daughter goes, "He doesn't want to." I said, "You don't want to, huh?" He's like, "Come near me. I'm going to bite you," right? I just bought this dog for 4,500. I said, "Oh boy, this is a problem," right? And I gave him away. Fortunately, he got bit, you know. You know how I got him off the couch? Piece of bologna. Like a bitch.
Mm.
But live and learn right after that. I'm going back 20 years ago. But that's, you got to be careful when you buy adult dogs. They don't know you don't know. And trust me, he's done it to whoever had that dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't think
Yeah.
it's
That's
just
why
me.
it was for sale.
Hey,
Could have been part of the reason. Yeah.
hey,
He
Bob,
died.
you
Never.
have no idea. This man got more. He got more motherfucking stories than
Oh
me.
yeah. I've made every mistake you could, without a doubt. And you learn by them, and you can't be ashamed to tell people, hey, when you make a mistake, you learn by it and you try not to do it again.
Oh yeah.
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 But it was a fun ride.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I've been on this train for a while, and it's been fun ever since.
Yeah, you guys run into shit all the time, probably like, holy shit. Right? You ever do you guys ever look at each other when you get in a certain situation and you're like, how the fuck did that like I can't believe we're in this situation, because with dogs, anything that could happen will happen.
Yeah.
Or the way you house
Leave it
dogs,
long
like
enough, yeah.
even the way you house a dog, right? If you see something that maybe he can do, I automatically assume he can do it. I've learned that. Could he jump that high? Could he get the heater? Could he get the cord? Will he try to get if he could physically get the cord to the heater, then you gotta move the heater, the cord, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because these dogs, um, if they're
Find
athletic
them a
enough
private
to,
opportunity. They're bored.
yeah. So you just gotta make sure all your, and here's another funny thing. My wife has these two dogs, right? She gives them cooked bones. You know what cooked bones are? Like you buy them in the, the Dollar General. They're like cooked bones that when you bite them, they splinter, right?
Yeah.
She buys them
Yeah, I was
rope
gonna say the
toys.
ones that tell you're not supposed to.
Yeah. She buys them by the truckloads, right? For her dogs, right? And I'm like, hey man, you gotta be careful. They splinter in their stomachs. And then she buys them raw hides. She buys them rope toys. I won't let a rope toy go 20 feet near my dogs. Get stuck in their gut, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and her dog's 13 years old. They eat those things like they're biscuits. Nobody dies. Nobody dies.
No,
13
Just
years
follow the
old.
rules.
My dog eats a stick. I'm ready to run him to the fuck. Like I worry about the stick puncturing his intestine or something. But not her dogs. They eat
Yeah.
fucking cooked raw hides. They swallow them whole. Just
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, gentlemen, it's I know it's late where you guys are at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Past Joey's bedtime.
Yeah.
No, I'm retired.
Yeah.
I got your shift now. I gotta be there butt crack of
Hey,
dawn.
Oh shit.
hey, one of my favorite things Joey ever
What?
said, it wasn't to me. He said, retired life is Lisa comes home after what I did. I said arms.
Did arms today.
I was rolling. That was funny.
Shit. She gets mad as a motherfucker when I
Yeah.
say that.
I don't know why she's still working. I know neither one of y'all need to work anymore.
Mm-hmm.
She just doesn't want to be stuck in the
Nah,
house
if
with
he
you
don't,
at
she sure
24
don't.
hours a day.
Right.
That's the only reason she work, ain't it, Joey?
All
So
right,
she ain't
y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she can't.
24 hours.
Yeah, she can't but she's the type that bounces off the walls. You know what I mean? She
Oh,
bounces
is that
off the
the hold
walls.
on? Is that the OG Beast of the East T-shirt?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can we get a little? Can you zoom in on that? Let me see that. Oh yeah. What year is that?
What is that? Does it say the year? 2000,
2004.
yeah. 21 years.
No.
Dang.
Yeah. 21
Yeah.
years. Oh, Beast of the East.
Oh,
Hey,
okay, so
Chris,
what's the first year you did it?
it was in the
What was
90s.
the first year you guys did it?
I have to check because I think it was trying to think of where I was living. Well, I was living, it was just somewhere, I think like 95 to 98, one of those years. I think I did it one time, then I skipped a year because of something, but it started like mid 90s. Yeah.
You gotta figure that out, Chris. You're not far from a big 30th. You know what I mean? 30 years later shot.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I've been talking to Phil.
Yeah.
We're talking about doing like a shindig out there.
Oh, really?
Fire and everything. How far are you from over there?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm further than where you are. You're 400 miles. And it's not the full.
Phil is 400 miles exactly from me.
Yeah. And it's an ugly 400 because you got to go
through the
through
mountains.
New York City. Now I got to go to you. I got to go through New York, New Jersey, Virginia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to. So, like I said, that first time it was a 12-hour. When I went down to that first 12 hours, I didn't because it's only 400 miles. It should have been like 8 hours.
Why don't you just take the train? That shit was easy, bro.
Yeah, that's when Oscar went down.
No, he
He
took
went,
the bus.
oh, that's right, the bus.
Hey,
That
Cole,
motherfucker took
hold
the
on, listen.
bus.
So, all right, there's
Nah,
another guy. His name is
ain't no
Oscar. He
buses
does.
in my future.
Say what? What'd you say?
No bus. That ain't cool.
So listen, it's
Go ahead,
worse.
go ahead, go
It's
ahead.
worse. It's worse. So Oscar is another guy. He did American Bulldogs with us for a long time. He does Shorty Bulls with Jamie now. You know what I mean? Bro, this is a fucked up story. This guy, he goes and says, "Oh, I'll pick him up." He picks him up at the bus stop and videotapes it and sends it to me. I was like, bro, that man didn't want to. He wanted to get here, and you made fun of how he got here. I probably still got the video. This dude took a video of him getting off the bus in like Trenton, which is like, it ain't the nicest part of town. You know what I mean? And he took a video of the shit and sent it to me. Sent it to all of us, like me, Malik, Jamie. I said, "You fucked up, Joey."
I got him coming off the bus. He went from Connecticut into Grand Central Station in New York, but there was a layover. There was a layover. So now it's like 2:33 in the morning. There's all bums and everything sleeping in the street where he had to wait for the next bus. So he's in there all by himself. Oscar's not a real big guy. And he's, all by himself, shitting his brains out. And then all of a sudden the bus comes and then he has to go into Virginia. And I caught him coming off, I videotaped him coming off the bus. And he, it was just, it took a long time, but I guess he was sleeping on the bus, and the bus wasn't a really nice bus either. It was.
How Oscar rode the bus to the beach of the East. He videotaped it.
Oh my!
I tell you, all kidding aside, though, I had a good time. I just hate track. I guess because I was a truck driver my whole life,
Well, why
and
don't we do it up there for the 30th by your
I,
house? We used to have it.
Did you tell them about the possible?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about that? We can change. The dates will be more flexible, so it's not so close to nationals. Because after this last nationals debacle, everybody's ready to come to nationals heavy. So we don't want the Beast and nationals to only be 2 weeks apart. So I want to give everybody a time. So maybe have it a little bit earlier. You think it would be cool enough in October?
If we do it in Connecticut, shit, there's snow.
I don't think we can. I can't do that cold.
There's snow.
No, you should. I think you guys have a good spot because you got to remember, you guys are kind of centrally located. Where I am, there's nobody up here other that fuck with these dogs but me. So it's smarter to do it. That last time at the last minute, I was like, I just wasn't up to it. I just wasn't up to it, man. The more I thought about it and how much, it's a full week. It's a good hump. It's a good, then I didn't want to go without my dogs and I wasn't sure how they were going to act. You know what I mean? Because, they're kind of alpha. That's who they are. And I wasn't sure, and that wasn't the situation I wanted to put them in to find out. I've never taken them to a dog park. They only been here, and they're not spooky type dogs. They walk down. I've had them in the streets, and the fucking tails are up, and they're looking at everybody, and they don't mean or nothing. But I don't know how they're gonna drive in the back of a truck for 12 hours. I'm like, God forbid, they start getting crazy with each other back there, and I was like, I just, I just overthought it.
Right.
I didn't want to lose one of them because it's my,
If you feel sound or safe with it, then there's no point in risking your dog.
But I still could have came myself, though. That was the
But you come by yourself, you feel naked.
Yeah. I felt like, Jesus Christ, I'm going. It was just a weird. I was like, I overthought it. Like, who cares if Then I was gonna I got the medicine to give him to calm him down, but I don't even know if I needed it, and I don't even know if I gave it to him. Was it really even gonna fucking work? And do I want to drug my fucking dog to take him there and all that crazy shit?
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I want to speak to the coming without the dogs thing. We're talking to you right now, Joe, not the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't
Yeah.
gotta you don't gotta show up with anything, but just you show up.
Well, I would have
So
loved to
wherever
have brought him.
Oh,
I would have loved to have brought. I really would have because yeah, everybody wants to say they have a decent dog, but they're pretty solid fucking looking dog. They really, they're really different.
but
They're really different.
if we do have it in Ohio, you think you can make that?
Yeah. I really enjoyed myself the first time, so it was really worth the trip to go. That's why the second time I should have. Yes, I would go. I'd go down. I would go down.
Oh, Ohio? That's where you're
Go
at.
to Ohio.
Oh, hold on. Listen, this is me and you, cousin. Ready? You know
Mhm.
I love you,
Mhm.
but I know you were scared. I'm just saying.
Scared of
You were
what?
scared. I don't know. You were just scared to stack up next to.
Oh no! Hey, Chris. Hey, Chris. You'll be put this way.
You know that's hey,
No. Hey, listen.
When didn't come, did I or did I not leave you a message? And I told you, no matter you came with or without a dog, I love you to death, bro.
Yeah.
It's been 25 years. It's been one hell of a trip. We talk shit to each
But
other.
even back in the day, I went to one show and was in New Jersey only one time with dogs. I've never did it. I never liked doing it. I just, heard a lot of stories. I've seen a lot of dogs, bad things happen. Um, it's a lot of work too, it's a lot of work. And if you take a puppy and you're bringing it around and you're doing this and you're 5 months old, 6 months old, you're taking them into cars. I mean, these dogs don't really do much, man. They're up on this farm. They got big pens and they got heat in their buildings and they could be a handful, man. Their tails are up and but that's what I want. But that's the kind of dog I don't like a sluggish dog. I like one with a little fire to them, and they have it.
Yeah.
But you would love the way they look, Chris. You would trust me when I tell you. People don't think they're big, right? Some people say, "Oh, they're not." They're 100-pound dogs, and their heads are on the low end 26. But I think heavies might push 27 now. But they're big dogs. They're not. People don't think they're as big as they are until they actually see them.
Yeah.
They're not tall.
You
but
think
they're-
that because they're so muscled up that you can't truly see in a video or a picture what they look like?
Yeah, no, you really can't. You really can't. They don't, because everybody says the same thing. Because man, they look way bigger in person than they do in the video. And their heads are chiseled. That's the other thing. The heads are the split in the skull and the cheek. I'll go out on the limb. And I hate to say it, but it's just personal preference. The fucking heads are on the money. They really are. The Dino son, they don't have scissor bite, but they got damn near. It's an underbite, but it ain't much. That's the other thing. You know what I mean? So, but they're just different. They're just different, right? They got the
Pictures of
tight,
them.
huh?
We got to get good pictures of them.
Yeah. I got a new camera. I got a new phone. I got the 17 phone now.
Oh.
I'm gonna be deadly.
Wow.
You got to get low to the ground.
Moving up like George and Easy.
I just got to figure out how to use all the options on it.
Problems.
Hey, you're gonna have to get MJ to come over and show you how to use the son bitch, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out. Now that they're
My daughter's right here. Shit, she'd be like, "Oh, here, Dad. Boom, here."
And the other thing, what I didn't realize because of the AB blood, I never thought about it. They just keep coming on, man. Like they're like a little over 2 years old, and I can see that there's still more room. I figured they'd be finished. Yeah. I think that by the time this spring comes, concrete, his front is crazy. I can't bear hug him. No way. Yeah, it's a front, his rib cage and the shoulder set.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's all shoulder, but none of the arms are bowed. They come straight down with a nice when I go to collect him, he drags me across the floor.
Oh.
He's a big motherfucker.
I feel like the more we do breedings, I feel like we do breedings every week, but I'm feeling it now. It's getting harder to do these AIs, especially
Yeah.
like we had this La Blue Eyes. Ever
Yeah.
since met her, I'm like my shoulder and my pecs or whatever is all pulled.
Oh,
I
fuck
can't
yeah.
even look like this, and it hurts. And today
Yeah.
we took pictures of her. I don't know what bloodline she is or all that. She might be the biggest dog here, and she's a female.
Uh-huh.
What kind of?
She's off of Max. Titan Toughs Max.
Mm.
She's
Like-
huge.
Concrete gave me
Ain't nothing wrong with big
carpal
bitches.
tunnel. It gave me carpal tunnel.
What? Trying to collect him? Collecting them?
Yeah, I just had the surgery.
Oh no!
I collected him so much. Oh, yeah, I got carpal tunnel. Fucking laugh.
Tennis elbow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I was wondering if I see like a lot of people. It's funny the diversity of like what people like in the dogs. Like the diversity. It's kind that I think that's the coolest part about these dogs. Some people don't like that part, but I like that part that you can kind of have whatever you want.
I kind of like that too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man.
It makes it fun, and there's
Yeah.
different, different squads, I guess, that like different things, and that's fine. It should be cool.
And you made a good point. I was listening to you made a good point. 90% of your puppy buyers are going to be pet people. I've always said that 20, 25 years. That's just the way it is. The big, do with the big badass dogs aren't a lot of times the market's not a very big market for them kind of dogs. You know what I'm saying? But most of the market wants like an English style dog, and there's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah, they want cute rainbow.
Yeah.
Now with more concretes and Rockies, they do start to say, "I want that." I want that. Well, we don't sell that. We don't
Right.
sell. So
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, it's like
real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
It was a little while ago, but we got a thing here I want to put up and give everybody a chance to vent a little bit about it.
oh,
And it's just I have a question. I want a family pet, not a breeding program. Why are they so expensive?
well, it's like
Well-
saying a gold chain. I want a gold chain. It's going to cost money, especially if everybody's spending that much money for a gold chain. Why would I sell you a gold chain just because you want to wear it at home and not out? They cost what they cost because the market dictates the price pretty much. And if no one was buying these dogs, they'd be cheaper. And there are breeders with more affordable prices. And so
A bag of dog food's $100. $70 a bag of dog food,
do a
right?
bag a day at least, So yeah. So I get it, and my prices are pretty much the same. If someone wants breed, that's fine. We'll just have to talk about it because I don't want you to go flip our dogs. So if you make the agreement that you'll give the dog back if you don't like it, whatever, then that's fine. But I don't make them less for pet homes because for the most part, our market is pet homes.
Right.
Hey, cousin, let me ask you one question.
Yeah.
And we can close the sermon for the night. Can your dog be too bully?
So it can't be, it's like saying a girl could be too pretty or you got too much money.
My man.
That's it. It can't be too bully.
We got to make a T-shirt that says all that. Joey's words.
Yeah.
Oh, he also
Like,
said, I remember when it was just me and you said you can't have too much. But hey, we left that one out.
hey, that I used to have the Bulldog shirts that said life's too short to be small. I used to have shirts that said that, and then they said, if it's not heavy duty, it's not a bulldog. But that's a little cocky, right? Now that I'm older, I'm a little bit. I'd say a little bit more humble. You know what I mean? But back in the day, I put if it wasn't heavy, if it's not heavy duty, it's not a bulldog. But people used to go crazy for the shirts,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, hey. You gotta have fun. Look, if people, I think at the end of the day, breed with the type of dog that you like. That's it. I don't like me. I don't have puppies, so I don't really sell puppies. You have to like what you go out to in the shed. When I go out there, and we all have to like what we're feeding. You know what I mean? A style dog that you like.
Fun, bro.
Yeah.
I used to have all different type and all that. Now I'm kind of zoomed in on. I'd like to be able to make these like all the time. Well, not me because I'm too old to do it, but be able to just
Set
make
it out
that.
on the dog and just stamp it.
Yeah, so that they all look as close, maybe better, but like that style. I don't even know what style they'll call that. It's like a AB style, right?
Like a, what would you call it? Like a crimson look?
Yeah, AB type.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Hey, listen, how about we stop?
Joey's type.
Listen, how about we stop putting that fucking adjective and just call them badass bulldogs? Fuck that.
Badass bulldog, yeah.
Listen, that's what we used to call them. Yo, that's
Yeah.
a badass dog right there. That's a badass bulldog. I did, the adjective in front of it didn't matter. When Joey dogs like
Man said a bulldog put a bulldog's a bulldog.
yeah,
Yes.
Joey.
Oh. Boy, you don't miss nothing. You don't forget nothing.
When I saw Juice for the first time, I was like, bro, if I can make a whole kennel of him, I'd make a whole kennel of him. I mean, he was absolutely gorgeous. Mint.
Oh, Juice?
Yes.
Panda?
Mint.
Panda, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I didn't care if he was an American oldie.
That's my favorite picture with him on standing on the chair with you.
Yeah.
With his big old eye patch.
You could have called him a bulldog for all I give a damn. Wee wee, motherfucker.
Oh, he was a good-looking bastard, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we can get back to just having dogs that are dope, I think we'd be in a better place. A lot of people get worked up over the adjective.
I think they get worked up when they don't get that many likes or attention on their posts.
Oh, well.
Because if they damn sure would like it if it was their dog.
You know what I like a lot too. Now I think I always did, but it was always hard to get the muscle where you could see like a Mike Tyson build on a dog.
Yeah, that's what Patrick's saying right there.
Huh? Yeah. Okay.
One of the comments is saying, I seen a comment one time where someone was saying this dog had too much muscle. Yeah, it's just dumb. Like, okay, like people, you want to just put your 2 cents in and try to fight with somebody who's living life and enjoying life. Like, what's wrong with you where you feel like you got to spread your misery?
Yeah.
No,
it's no. I think a lot of it comes with the skin. Not having that coarse coat, a real tight coat.
Yeah, short hair and thin skin.
Yeah.
I got to get up in the morning. I got Joey's shift now, so I got to go to bed.
Boy. Okay, guys. Nice chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. We'll do it again.
Y'all have a good night.
Of course.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
good night, Joey.
All right.
Bye-bye, honey bun. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.